What are the candidates' views on the proposed abolition of cheques in 5 years' time? I belong to a theatre group and I don't belong to a theatre group. Avril belongs to a theatre group and all the bookings are done via cheque. She can't see an alternative and wonders if we will have to go back to postal orders.
I think the key thing is that you can't see an alternative right now, and that's partly because consumer finance is moving very fast, and this isn't just a UK change, these are global changes. So if I've got an observation, it's that we need to be able to encourage these changes to be based around the needs of users rather than just the financial institutions. That would be the first thing. But generally speaking, I think we're quite bad at managing change. And if we manage this in such a way that there's a long time scale, eventually, if we've got processes that really are quicker and simpler and more secure, it will make the admin that's involved with all the theatre group payments much quicker in the long run. It's just difficult to see it right now because it seems like a lot of change, but I think that this is something that you will feel more comfortable with, and it's certainly the way technology is going. It's just how we manage it for the user rather than the financial institution.
Well, I am concerned about particularly how older people, pensioners, are going to be able to cope if we phase out cheques. And what I propose doing is asking the next Chancellor of the Exchequer to look at this issue, which I'm hoping is going to be a rather easy conversation, but we'll just have to wait and see.
There's been a huge movement, to paying over the internet, but there are people who will never want to use a computer to make payments. My mum, she's brilliant on a computer now. She only started a year or two ago, and it's been quite a lot of turmoil at times, but she's managed it, and she's great. My dad probably will never touch a computer in his life, and that's the way a lot of payments are moving. I actually, looked into this question a little bit, and it appears in January, UK Payments Council did indeed announce that cheques would be phased out by actually 2018, but yet, not many years away. But crucially, only if adequate alternatives had been developed. So yes, of course, there might well be still a need for cheques, but if there is some sort of alternative, as Sarah has mentioned, that everyone can use, then maybe, change would be good.
First of all, can I assure George that if he does write to me, I will pass his comments on to Vince Cable. What worries me is that we have not got internet banking right yet. There is still too much credit card fraud over the internet, getting access to people's bank details, and there are small businesses. I run a small business at the moment. It's a bed and breakfast. If we had to take card payment, it would mean we had to charge more for bed and breakfast. We take cheques, we take cash, we don't take cards. I think there should be that alternative still, that you can use cheques. I think it is stupid to be phasing it out. And Mark Hunter in Cheadle, I think, is amongst, I think it's across party, to try and get the idea of cheques being abolished thrown out.